Okay, we need to break it so no one else can get on. We need like 1,000 people on this line right now. Come on, guys. What else is out there?
Lisa Magruder from the DMV.
What is that go to Philadelphia?
Welcome, Philly.
California.
California, welcome.
Not the people here. I'm just laughing.
Bruce Dallas, welcome.
You Donna,
Virginia Beach.
North Carolina.
welcome, North Carolina. This is what I'm talking about. Excitement.
Donna, Virginia Beach.
Tennessee, social media sniper.
Ooh, social media sniper. Yes, make sure you hashtag social media sniper. That's the hashtag for tonight. We are taking over. We're taking over offline, but tonight is all about taking over online. Social media, guys.
Hey, it's Candace Bird Davis from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Oh, the one and the only Candace Bird Davis in the building. CBT. What's going on? Now, I believe Nina Moore's coming out. Dexter and Tanya Scott, welcome. Congratulations. Hitting that $1 million mark. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Now, if you didn't get a chance to announce yourself, please do. We're going to be getting started here momentarily. Star 6 if you're muted out just to announce yourself, and then you can mute yourself back out afterwards. New Mexico's in the house. New Mexico, welcome.
Ohio. North Carolina.
Welcome.
Chicago, Great Davis.
North Carolina.
North Carolina. North Carolina, man. North Carolina's deep.
Welcome. I don't know if I'm unmuted, but Kareem Roberts from the West Coast, Oregon.
Yes, we know you from the West Coast. Welcome. Mario, Alvin, and Georgia. Welcome.
Cordell West, Philadelphia.
North Carolina.
North Carolina again. Welcome, man. We take a poll. North Carolina's crushing it.
Rhonda Gray, Ohio.
Ohio, welcome.
Tina Walker, Nashville, Tennessee.
Chicago, Nashville, Tennessee. We hear you. Social media training. Ladies and gentlemen, please make sure your team is on this training tonight.
That's true. I don't want nobody to get in.
Ashley Turner, Minnesota.
Ashley, welcome, Minnesota. Welcome.
Madeline Wilson, Beaufort, South Carolina.
Orlando, Florida. Welcome to the call.
Kenny Green from Virginia.
Kenny Green, Virginia. Welcome.
Better Brown from Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas.
Fort Worth, Texas. Welcome.
Octavia, New Jersey.
New Jersey. Welcome. That's what I'm talking about. That's my East Coast people.
Nina Clark, Greenville, South Carolina.
Nia, welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the superstars of social media inside of Total Life Changes that's going to drop the nuggets tonight. They kill it offline, but guess what? They got the tips and the nuggets to show you how to capitalize online.
Recorded.
Okay, guys, we're about getting ready to start. I'm waiting for who's ever coming up first. The line was just put into record mode.
Unmuted.
Hey, babe.
Muted. Unmuted. Muted.
Hello?
Don't worry, you guys will be getting calls.
We can hear you.
Having some technical difficulties.
Unmuted.
Hey guys, we're going to be getting started here shortly. Just having a few technical difficulties. Give us one more moment. One more moment, guys.
Muted.
Wow.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for calling in on tonight. I was trying to get the lines muted out, but I'll tell you, there's so many people calling in from all around. I tell you, even on today, we're just so excited about the information, or on tonight, we're excited about the information that we are going to present to you. And I want to say this. What you want to do, for those of you who have called in, if you are not driving, we want to make sure that you are sharing this information that we're saying, that you are taking some notes on tonight. Anything just pulled you, you're like, oh my God, there was a tip. I really have got to try that. Share it. Oh my goodness, did she just say this? Did she just say X, Y, and Z? Make sure that you write it down, and you have gotten your teams on this call. Send that last reminder text, e-blast, email, Facebook post, Instagram post. Just send that last one. And on tonight, throughout the duration of this call, we're going to be hashtagging social media sniper, all right? So hashtag social media sniping, because we are going to be giving you some powerful bullets that will just change your life. And before I introduce the first speaker that will be sharing and trainer that will be sharing for you on tonight, my name is Lanika Scott. I am a proud stay-at-home and working mom, entrepreneur of 6 precious daughters. I was able to utilize the skill of social media marketing upon my entrance into the home-based business industry, when I made a serious decision to say goodbye to corporate America and making a serious decision to say yes to the industry. And I tell you, this industry has served me well, y'all. It's been good. I mean, gooder than good. And it is because of that we just want to pour out. As many of you may have seen the video already, we said we're not going to be selling you anything, but we're just sharing and just training and just pouring out, because we have been so blessed because of social media that we want to also give back. And it always comes a time in entrepreneurship, as you continue to grow, you have to give back. It is what it is. And so we want to make sure that you're getting the information that you need to help take your business. I do understand that most of the people on the line, they're already TLC family. Hey, family, how y'all doing tonight? But there's a lot of people that are on the line that are not a part of Total Life Changes, that may are looking at it, or you may have another business, and you'll still be able to use these strategies, these tips, and these nuggets that we share on tonight. So I'm going to get out of the way, right? You'll hear from me as I close out the call on the back end of the hour, but I'm going to hurry up and get out of the way and bring to you this incredible woman of God. I love her. She is near and dear to my heart. She was actually personally sponsored by Denise Lee, and even in the business that we are part of, Denise Lee is a $2 million earner, and it is because of a social media post that she said, you know what, I got to stop tripping and playing with this business, and she came on. And Nina Mora, who was one of her people that she said, you got to run. I need you in this business. Come on, girl, let's do this business together. Nina is a fireball, married to Paul Moore. They're out of the Philadelphia market, and I'm going to share even just some bullets onto why she is equipped and also empowered to share with you some training on the night. Listen, I want you to listen to the numbers, all right? Because even in the introduction, we've already gone into training. Over 277 personal enrollments into the business the highest week in the business that she's been a part of this company, $18,000. Right, that's right. You heard it correctly. Her highest week in the business, a week, y'all. $18,000. She enrolled. Even I never forget this. I even talked to her about this morning. She enrolled 9 $1,500 packages in the same day, the week after Christmas, when people generally say that's one of the slow weeks. And most of those came from the internet. 95%, I think, or if not all, Nina will share that, 95% of the enrollments were through social media. She's gained 11.2 thousand authentic followers on Instagram and continuing to grow. Not bought, okay? Get that. That's organic followers, not bought. And 20,000 on Facebook through 3 pages. She's retailed 7,000 worth of products. Our flagship product, which is at IOT in 30 hours. Last year, there was just another bullet point. She's also featured in Business from Home magazine. So if you Google Nina Moore right now, you will see that she's earned over $500,000 in total life changes. So she's done this, guess why? By connecting with people just like yourself on the internet. So Miss Nina Moore, come on, honey, give them what you got. Show them what you got. Teach and train them what you got.
Awesome. Lanika, can you hear me?
I got you loud and clear.
Woo! Goodness gracious. Thank you so very much for inviting me to this call. The last time I checked, people posted on my wall just now, you've got 725 people on this call with us right now. What does that mean? That they are hungry. So first we got to give a huge shout out to Miss Lanika Scott, who made a decision to say, you know what, people are hungry. People just need to know how in the world do we use this vehicle called social media. And she reached out to Candace and I, and you know, I humbly accepted this invitation. I am so honored and I feel so privileged to be on the line, you know, with 2 superstars in the person of, you know, Mrs. Lanika Scott and Mrs. Candace Bird Davis, because I am telling you guys, I am the rookie of it all. So I'm going to go right in and dive in so that I can get out of your way so we could bring the big dogs onto the call. But, you know, we had a conversation this morning, and we made a decision as to what we were all going to cover so that we were not redundant. And so let me just touch on the one thing that Mrs. Scott just announced. And when she said that I enrolled those 9 $1,500 packages in the same day, they were. All but 1 of them were from the internet. I'm sorry, all but 2. So 7 of them were authentically from the internet. And the other 2 just happened to be people that I know. And one of the 2 people that contacted me and came in with a $1,500 package was actually very upset with me that I did not reach out to her. She was very upset with me. So I'm just here to say, you know, you guys, that the majority of the growth of my business has taken place through social media and through the picture that I've painted and the way that I represent myself, the story that I tell. I want you guys to hear what I'm saying. The story that I tell through social media. So let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. Tonight I had the pleasure and the privilege of servicing a young lady named Kiki Slack. Kiki is a big opera singer, a phenom. She's a phenom in the industry of music, and she's an opera singer. She happens to be enrolled by the one and only Tiffany Dawson, you know, out of the Maryland area. And Kiki came to the house. Kiki is from Kentucky, but she's from Philadelphia. She's from the hood, you guys, from North Philadelphia, the hood of Philadelphia. And she came into the house, but this is the point that I'm making. I'm not just making a point that it was Kiki that was here. The point that I'm making is that Kiki walked in the door, and she said, "Oh, my God, hi, Paige." I'm going to stop right there. I'm not stuck. I'm letting that marinate. She knew exactly who Paige was. She said, "Oh, my God, I finally get to meet the famous Paige Kendall." Why is that? Because she understands my story. She knows my story. So what we got to understand is, and I'm going to primarily focus on Instagram, all right? I'm going to primarily focus on Instagram. These are some facts about the internet and about social media and Instagram in particular. More than 400 million active users worldwide every month. over 400 million active users are on Instagram worldwide every month. Do you know that every month 3.5 billion are liked? 3.5 billion. All right? So what you've got to understand is when you're looking at Instagram, when you're looking at your social media platform, you've got to understand what is your goal. What is your goal? Goal. There has to be a goal. What are you trying to say? What is your theme? Who are you on social media? Who are you? Now, I'm going to tell you, it won't take long for people to figure out if you're trying to fake the game. But who are you? So let's start there. Let's start with your profile picture. Who are you? Are you this person in a bathroom taking a bathroom selfie, but you say that you're a business, you're an entrepreneur, and you want to earn $5,000, $10,000 a week, but you've got a bathroom selfie up as your profile picture? Get it off of there. Get it off of there. Get behind a white wall. Get some makeup on your face. Gentlemen, brush your hair. Ladies, put your hair in a ponytail. Put something black on and take a decent profile picture. Who are you? So I'm talking to right now TLC reps, and even if you're not a TLC rep, this will help you, right? Who are you? Are you James Brown, or are you James IASO Detox Tea with NutriBurst Brown? So you've got to understand that, no, people want to know who are you. So if you've got TLC in your title of your name, get it off of there. Because as a matter of fact, when I look at those things, I don't even follow you back, because that is spam to me. Spam. You look like spam, and people will consider you spam. You're trying to attract people, and that is not an attractive way. So if I went to grade school with you, and I saw you down South Street here in Philadelphia, and I remember your first and last name, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go and look for you and search for you on social media. But I can't find you because you're hot, sexy, 5 Brown 215 TLC. Well, I'm never going to be able to find you that way. So the one thing that you've got to understand is, who are you? People want to know, who are you? Now, here's a big key point right here. You are on social media to socialize with the public. Why is your social media profile private? Get it off of there. You got to put your page on public if you are on social media, or you need to get off. If you do not have a profile picture, especially on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all of those avenues, those vehicles of social media, oh my gosh, then why are you on social media? You should have a picture of who you are or the brand that you're building. All right? See, what Instagram is for is telling a visual story about your brand. Your brand is you, not IASO Detox Tea. Your brand is you, not NutriBurst. Your brand is you, not these generic corporate pictures of our products. You should be taking pictures of you drinking the NutriBurst, drinking the IASO tea, and a very nice, beautiful crystal wine glass. That's what you should be doing. Let me tell you who does it very, very well. And I hate to keep calling her name, but she just does it well. Tiffany Dawson takes pictures of her IASO tea on a beautiful tray with beautiful china and a Chanel coffee mug or a Chanel plate or something like that, because it's all about what she's trying to attract. So sit it on your counter. Clear off your counter. Clear off your counter. Sit it on your counter. Hold that phone, because we've got smartphones that take very great pictures. Hold that phone directly on the eye level with the products and snap a picture. Snap a picture of those products on your counter. Don't use a corporate photo, all right? So what you want to understand is, because Instagram is telling a visual story about your brand. Your brand is you. It is who you are. We should not go to your Instagram page and see T, NutriBurst, NRD, NutriBurst, T, Total Life Changes, because that is spam. If you are in any other business, the same thing. See, it's called suggestive marketing. You should be making suggestions to people. So what did I do? I got in a picture, and I took a picture. I had somebody take a picture of me taking the bottle of Nutriverse to my head, right? You guys saw that. It went viral. It went viral. Even our CEO and founder then took his bottle of Nutriverse and took it to the head. Everybody in corporate took it to the head. It went viral. Why? I suggested. And then what happened from people seeing that Nutriverse is people started to ask, Nina, what are you drinking? What is that you're drinking? So when I get on social media and I'm talking about the fact that I'm using these life drops, and oh my goodness, I'm using these life drops, I don't put my website up. Go to Total Life Changes 546789110. No way. You look like a salesperson, and people are going to skip right over you. So who are you? What is your story? Well, people know through social media that I am a mother of 4, a wife. I work from home. I used to be a hairstylist. I go to worship. I love my children. I love my they know I just had a grandbaby. Why do they know? Because it's in my story. It's in my timeline, and I am posting consistently on social media. So who and what are you trying to attract? Are you trying to attract? As if all you're putting up is T, and you're wondering why you get no followers? Guess what? Then it's spam, because you look like spam. Who and what are you trying to attract? So if you know that you are middle-aged and you're trying to attract middle-aged people, what do middle-aged people like to do? Think about what they like to do. You got to think about something. What is your niche going to be on social media? Is it going to be flowers? Is it going to be a certain color? What is your theme? Because in Instagram, you need to have a theme. You should not just be all over the place, posting all kind of stuff all day, every day. All right? So why are you on social media? To engage with other people. So even on Instagram, when people like your post, do you ever go and direct message them or DM them to say, thank you for liking my post? Are you interested in trying some of my IASO Detox tea? Is there anything that you've liked on my page that you might be interested in finding out more information on? That's how you engage on Instagram, the same way that you would on Facebook. You got to go and say thank you. When people say, oh, my gosh, Paige is so adorable, I go back in and I say thanks a bunch. See, people know when I'm responding. They know it's not an automated response because Nina says certain things. They know it's me when I say, thanks a bunch. Thanks so much. So you want to go and thank them. Go thank people. How do you engage on Instagram? Go into their direct message, their DM, and thank them for taking a moment to like your post. And say, have an awesome and amazing day, or have a great day, or you be blessed, or whatever you want to say. But you've got to learn to engage with people on social media. Now, when you're taking a bottle of Nutriverse to the head, that's subliminal. You're showing your product. You're introducing them to your product subliminally, all right? So you might be showing something you're doing on social media, and then you might have packs of IASOT sitting beside your laptop. That is a subliminal message, all right? Now, another very, very important thing on Instagram is hashtags. It's not so important on Facebook. It's not as important as it is on Instagram. It's super important on Instagram because you want to know what are the current hashtags, what are the general hashtags, what are the trending hashtags. How do you find that out? You Google it. You Google it. And I know I say to everybody all the time that I have a master's degree in Google research. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I do. And it is because I Google everything, all right? You want to know what are general hashtags on Instagram? What are the trending hashtags on Instagram? What are the most currently used hashtags? Listen to this, ladies and gentlemen, based on what your photo is trying to say. So if I post a photo of me and my new grandbaby, Hendrix, then my hashtags need to correlate or correspond with me being a grandmother, with me being, mommy love. You got to understand that the hashtag should correspond with the picture, not just your own ISO Detox T, NutriBurst, NRG, TLC, 100%, 2016 year of miracles. No way. No way. No way. If you are trying to attract other people to look at what you're doing, you've got to find out what are the current hashtags for the picture that you're posting. So if a man goes to the car show, and he's having a ball at the car show, if he's going to watch a baseball game, a football game, and he's posting a picture of his son at the baseball mound, getting ready to swing, get ready to hit, then if he posts that picture, he needs to be looking for hashtags that match sports, hashtags that are going to cause other fathers, other parents to look at what he's doing. You are inviting people to take a page out of your life. They're taking a page out of your life. Ladies and gentlemen, those hashtags are super important. Now, you don't want to have 1,000 hashtags, but you don't want to have just one or two. You want to make sure that you have a few hashtags to hit a few of the different trends that are going around whatever picture it is that you are posting on Instagram. So you got to ask yourself some things about social media and what it is that you're really trying to accomplish on social media. Are you trying to generate traffic? If you're trying to generate traffic, then your metrics should be that you're looking for unique visitors. How do you generate traffic? You go and look up what other people are doing. You go and look at what's trending on Instagram. You go and search by hashtag some things that are interesting to you. And then you go and like other people's pictures. You go and like their pictures. If you like their pictures, what's going to happen? They're going to say, who is this? Who is this James Brown that's liking my pictures? And they're going to look to see what your page looks like. If they look to see what your page looks like and it looks like a bunch of spam because it's just T with all your website information on there all the time on each picture, they're going to immediately dismiss you. So if you're looking, are you looking to generate traffic? Are you looking to create a following? Are you looking to create a following? How about it's just as easy as Googling how to create a following on Instagram, which is exactly what I did. And all of that starts with engagement. It starts with the engagement. All right? Now, when I'm getting ready to close, you guys, in just like 2 minutes, are you looking to generate interaction? Then you're looking at the quantity and the type of post that you put up. If you're looking to generate interaction, you're looking at the quantity and the type of information that you're putting up. If you're looking to generate revenue, which all of us should be doing, then there's the precise dollar value of every lead of a social media post. What is it going to generate for you? All right? So you got to think about what companies do with their brands. Brands, big brands, like Starbucks does it well, you guys. But brands find out where their customers talk, and they go deep. They find out what their customers do, and they go deep. All right, you guys? And then they create content that people want to talk about. They create content that people want to talk about. All right? People also with big brands use social media to listen to their customers. All right, so here's some frequency of how you should be posting, and then I promise you I'm moving on to the now getting out the way so we could bring on this superstar in the person of Candace Bird Davis. Here's the frequency of how much you should be posting. If you're looking at Twitter, something like Twitter people post quite a bit, 5 to 10 times or more a day. All right, that's what Twitter people they post a lot. All right, Twitter people post a lot. 5 to 10 times a day. Facebook people usually post at least 4 times a day. Instagram, you need to post at least 2 to 5 times a day and engage with real interactions. I hope that this information was helpful for you guys. We could literally teach for 2 and 3 hours on social media, but I'm not going to do that. Let me bring to the line my dear sister, and let me give you a few bullet points about my dear sister, Candace Bird Davis. As of today, Candace Bird Davis has personally recruited 312 people into her Total Life Changes business. Her highest week in earnings here in Total Life Changes was $14,700, which consisted of 9 $1,500 packages enrolled in 1 week's time. She wants you to know that 98% of her personal recruits were all through social media. Candace gained social media following in excess of 38,000 people between Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Social media has allowed Candace to have $96,789 in sales through PayPal last year alone, for a total income of $321,000 in 2015 using social media. Candace was featured on MLM Nation for her retail to recruiting training and nominated by Blessed Lifestyle magazine for top female network marketer, and also was featured in businessforhome.org. Do I have to say any more? She's more than qualified to come up and now give you social media training, next level, next step, part 2. So remember, I want you guys to go to social media right now and hashtag social media sniper and put your virtual hand claps together as we bring to the line my sister, Candace Bird Davis, out of Pittsburgh. Are you there?
Absolutely, Miss Nina Moore. Can you hear me loud and clear?
I sure can. Take it away.
I definitely want to thank you for that awesome and amazing introduction. Thank you for your part on Instagram, because I tell you what, my notebook is absolutely full of notes. Definitely want to say I'm truly humbled and honored to be able to sit on a panel of such greatness tonight between yourself and Miss Lanika Scott. You know, I do know with well over, last time I checked, we had well over 925 people on this call, so I do know that this call was needed. So Miss Lanika Scott, thank you so much for putting this call together for the entire industry of network marketing, not just Total Life Changes in itself. But ladies and gentlemen, as you heard Ms. Moore say, I'm going to be covering an important piece on Facebook marketing. You heard the statistics, yes, 312 people personally sponsored by an amateur, okay? How did I do it? I did it through Facebook. I did it through Instagram. I did it through Twitter, but my primary platform was Facebook, or is Facebook. Now, before I even kick into the training, I want to give you some statistics about Facebook and why building on social media is just as important as building offline as well. You see, Facebook has 1.71 billion, not million, 1.71 billion active monthly users. So pretty much Facebook is entirely too big for you to ignore, y'all. On top of that, it has 4.5 billion likes per day. So throughout this training, I'm going to tell you how you could get a piece of that pie, a piece of 4.5 billion likes. There's 1.5 million mobile Facebook users a day. But here, catch this. As you're promoting your products or your services, regardless of the company you're in, know that between the ages of 24 and 35, 39.7% of Facebook users are in that demographic. It's important in knowing your demographic when you're promoting. On top of that, 76% of the users of Facebook are females. So how are you going to correlate with that market? The best times, we're going to talk about the best times in posting. We're going to talk about how 42% of marketers use social media to build their business online, and so should you. So listen, one of the biggest tips that I want to give you is the most active users are coming out of Canada. So why are you not targeting the Canadian market as well? Okay, so throughout this training, listen, y'all, I'm going to be honest with you. Get out of your feelings, because I'm going to say a couple things that may be stepping on a few people's toes. But if you want to know how people like Ms. Nina Moore earned over $500,000 using social media, people like Mr. Greg and Ms. Lanika Scott have earned millions using social media, we're going to talk about it. So let's talk about how you're going to capitalize on some of the statistics that I covered. You know, let's be real. It's called Facebook. F-A-C-E, Facebook, not Facebook, okay? Facebook. So understand that people follow people, join people, and buy from people that they like, know, and trust, right? So if I go to your Facebook page, and I know Ms. Nina Moore covered this on Instagram, but it's the same with Facebook. If I go to your Facebook page and there's a picture up of your dog, do you think I'm going to give you my credit card? Absolutely not. Listen, y'all, take the dog pictures off. Take the picture of your product off of your profile picture. Listen, curiosity kills the cat, but if you have nothing but your product on your profile picture, there's nothing to be curious about. I could go Google what you offer because you're just so openly putting it as your profile picture. But how could you expect me to hand you cash, check, or credit card when I don't even know who you are? Put a picture of yourself up on Facebook, okay? That's your profile picture. On top of that, your cover photo, y'all. Let's go ahead and talk about the cover photos. Your cover photo should not be a banner of big old mansions and Bentleys that you don't even own. Like I said, it's not Facebook. It's Facebook. Be real. It should not be all of your products. Because you know what? You don't want to appear as a salesperson. You want to be a share person. You want to share information about your products. You don't want to constantly be selling them because of your banner. If I come to your page and I see your banner, and just because I'm in Total Life Changes, is all IASO products, and I'm new to the industry, you gave me no curiosity. I'm going to go and look and see what that is and Google it myself. There's somebody on the back line. If you could just mute your phone out, please. Thank you.
Unmuted. Muted.
Oh, I don't know what that was. Can y'all still hear me?
Yes, got you loud and clear. I had to mute the lines again.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Scott. But when we go back to your name, you heard Mrs. Nina Moore talk about your name. It's very important on Facebook as well. People want to connect with real people. People don't want to connect with, drop it like it's hot, IASO tea. Come on now, give us your real name. Because if you want me to give you your credit card, I need to know who I'm giving my credit card to. I don't want to give my credit card to IASO Skin Tea, black, yellow, green, orange, purple. I want to give my credit card to Ms. Nina Moore. Because then I'm comfortable in knowing that I could share my credit card with her over the phone, and she's not some scam artist running somewhere to use my card over in Cancun or anything. So you want to get the sales, you want to get the people, you want to get the relationship, well, you need to get your real name up on your profile. Also, whenever it comes to Facebook, guys, who are you? Listen, it's all about a brand. I understand you may be promoting the brand Total Life Changes, but trust and believe TLC puts a lot of money into marketing. Your brand is you. What value do you give to somebody? Why should they buy off of you? Who are you? You got to be specific with knowing your brand and letting people see the inside of your life. You got to be okay with posting pictures up of your family on vacation, your kids, just like Nina said. This woman knew who Paige was. You got to be okay with being transparent and letting them know that you're a mom, you're a wife, you're a family person. I'm comfortable with buying off of you now. And whenever it comes to posting, let's move forward. Enough about the profile. Oh, also with the profile, before I even say enough about the profile, you cannot expect to connect with new people who have never seen your business, never even met you before, with a private page. Come on, y'all. Come on. I come to your page and I don't see all of your posts, or I see none of your posts. Why? Because you're private. How do you want me to buy something off of you? How do you want me to see your post when your page is private? What are you trying to sell? So are you a secret agent? Why is your page private? Go into your settings on your profile, change your settings, your privacy settings, and change it to public. Allow me to see what you have to offer me. You can't keep constantly talking about your product, but whenever I want to go research it, your page comes up and it's private. I'm scared to give you my card. I don't know who you are. I can't even see inside of your business. Now let's talk about posting. Posting is very key to your business, but there's a proper way to post. You see, there's a proper time to post too, and I hope you guys are writing this down. Please write this down, because a lot of the times as we're scrolling through social media, we see that a lot of people will post every 15, 20 minutes, sometimes every hour. Y'all, it's not necessary. You see, it's not necessary. There are key times and key days to post. I'm going to let you know. Midweek, exceptional times to post. Exceptional. You know why? Let's think about this. When you have a 9-to-5 job, Mondays are super, super hectic. Tuesdays it's kind of dwindling down a little bit. Wednesday is key because you got all the rush of the weekend caught up. Wednesday is key, getting ready to wind down for the weekend. Midweek, perfect time to post. Well, when's the perfect time, not just the perfect day? You know, there's key points in posting during the day. Usually around 9 to 10 a.m., perfect time. People get into work 9 to 5. First thing they do, get to their computer, settle down, they log into Facebook. They check everything before they get their day started. Boom, 9 a.m. is perfect time to post. You know another time to post, a good time to post, is right around noon. Everybody's on lunch. But if you want to know the key time to post, the real time you get some true engagement, 7 p.m. Why is that, Candace? Because everybody's off of their 9 to 5. Everybody is out of rush hour traffic. 9 times out of 10, they got home, started dinner, sitting down, ate dinner, cleaned up dinner dishes, and now they're chilling for a minute, okay? So 7 p.m., what do whenever they start chilling? They sit on the couch, grab the remote, go through their Facebook on their phone. Guess what? Boom, they saw your post. They saw your post. So listen, 3 key times to post throughout the day. So what should you do? You should post at least 3 times a day. But I'm not telling you to post 7 to 10 times a day because then you look like a spammer. And when you're posting, don't put your link up there. I have people tell me, hey, Candace, I keep trying to put my link up on a post and it keeps getting blocked. Why did it get blocked? Because Facebook read your link as a spam link. You're not here to spam people your link. What you do is you inquire. Let's talk about Facebook algorithm, okay? Facebook algorithm is a formula that Facebook uses, and I hope you catch this, to keep your post alive. You see, when you put a post up, guys, honestly, after about 10 minutes, your post is dead. Well, how do I keep faith alive on that post? Just like Nina Moore said, somebody likes your post, go and comment on your Facebook page. But I want you to comment 3 ways. It's one comment, but you're going to do 3 things. You're going to like their comment, you're going to comment back, and you're going to tag them in it. Guess what? They got 3 notifications. Nina Moore liked my comment, she tagged me in something, and she commented as well. So they're like, oh, Nina Moore wants to connect with me. What's going on? If somebody comments on your page, go back and comment back with them because guess what? The Facebook algorithm, for every like or for every comment, it moves your post back up to the very top of your friend's newsfeed. So everybody who is your friend or who follows you, every time somebody likes your status or comments on your status, it moves to the top of the newsfeed. Think about it. How many times have you put a post up 2, 3, 4 months ago, and somebody happens to go comment on it, and now all of a sudden you're getting all this engagement on a post that you did 2 months ago? Why? Because that moved it back to the top of everybody's newsfeed. So that's your Facebook algorithm. Always keep your post alive. You can truly post 1 time a day, but if you engage on it properly, that post will have crazy engagement. That post will have crazy comments, crazy likes. But the way that you keep people engaging on your post is give them an activity to do. Y'all, listen, if you don't follow me already, go to my Facebook page and start following me. You'll notice most of my posts, I'll have something on the post, and I'll say, if you like this status, or if you agree with this status, like it and comment below. Guess why? Every time somebody likes it, boom, back to the top of the news feed. Every time somebody comments, boom, back to the top of the news feed. Then I'll go out throughout the day and I'll look at that same post again and I'll say, oh, nobody commented on it in 45 minutes. It's dead. Let me go back and thank Nina Moore for commenting. Hey, Nina, thanks for your comment. Or, hey, Nina, how's life treating you? Boom, back to the top of the news feed. Okay, let me move forward because I do know I have some limited time here. So moving forward, Facebook has something called a graph search. Some of you all may not know where it is, what it is, but I'm going to tell you. That nice little toolbar in Facebook up at the top left-hand corner that says search Facebook, you know how when you go put a name in like Candace Bird Davis to see where their profile is? Well, that's a graph search too. Why don't you go in there and put in something as simple as people who are not my friends but like, here's a hint, Avon. People who are not my friends but like weight loss. People who are not my friends but like something else, something that's relative to your business. Also, what you want to do, go up there, you want to search for people who want weight loss, go up there and type in the word lose weight. Watch how many, when it comes up as lose weight, there's going to be a little tab that says latest. Click on latest. It's going to literally show you people by the second. 30 seconds ago, posted up something, I'm trying to lose weight. I'm looking for a product to lose weight. Oh my gosh, I need to lose weight. Go in there and put a status up that says lost my job. Not a status, but go in that graph search and say lost my job. Click latest. Look how many people, real time are commenting. Just lost my job, got to find something else to do. Boom, guess what? You got a home-based business opportunity. While you're looking for a plan A, I already have your plan B. So how do you connect with these people? Inbox them. Like their status. They said they lost their job. Like their status. Comment below. When you comment, Nina, so sorry to hear about the misfortune of losing your job. Would love to connect with you. I'm going to inbox you. Inbox her. Hey, Nina, how's life treating you? I just saw your status. I'm so sorry you're going through the misfortune of losing your job. Do you have another plan? What are you going to do? Start a conversation with them. And then eventually they're going to ask you, what do you do? Guess what? Boom, they just kick the door wide open. Tell them what you do. Another way to go ahead and get more people on social media who are interested in your product or your business, hashtags. Go up in that same Facebook toolbar. Put in the word hashtag recipe. You know why? How many moms who are at home, work-from-home moms, regular at-home moms that don't have a job, maybe they do have a job, they share a recipe. You go and look at that hashtag. You might like this scalloped potatoes recipe. You like Nina Moore's post that you found on that hashtag. Like her post. Comment on it, but tag her in it. Hey, Nina Moore, thank you so much for sharing this scalloped potato recipe. I know it's going to be a special treat in my home. As a work-from-home mom, I love coming up with new recipe ideas. You dropped a nugget. As a work-from-home mom, guess what? 9 times out of 10, Nina's going to comment back, thank you. Oh, by the way, work from home, what do you do? Boom, they just kick the door wide open for you again. So listen, y'all, graph search, hashtag research, and now you also have Facebook Live. Video marketing is huge. Do you understand how much traffic videos have brought me and my business just from YouTube, just from putting a video up? So listen, guys, I'm not going to give you too much on tonight, but what I want you to do is go to social media. The biggest tip that you may have gotten from tonight, share it on social media with the hashtag social media sniper. Now, not only that, a lot of this information, if you have something else that you would like to see us train on, share it using the social media sniper, because we collectively, the 3 of us women, are going to do a webinar in the coming days or in the coming week, where we're literally going to screen share with you and show you the tips that we shared step by step by step by step. But we don't know what you need unless you tell us. So make sure you run to social media tonight. Use the hashtag social media sniper. So listen, y'all, it's been my time. I'm going to move myself out the way, because you always know, we always say you save the best for last. So I have the pure pleasure and the esteemed honor of introducing a woman to the line who is no stranger to success, no stranger to this industry. I'm super fired up and super excited to tell you that this woman built $2 million businesses from home. 2, not 1, but 2. And she started them all on social media. It's so exciting because tonight she's going to share with you some tips that helped her enroll over 300, 300 plus people into her business, and most of them came from Facebook. She is the face of Women of Wealth magazine. She was featured in Black Enterprise Online Digital magazine, and this magazine had so many shares on the article that it became one of the top 20 most read articles of 2015. She has well over 30,000 social media followers, and she's going to share with you some tips on how she gained them. You know, she started earning 6 figures a month, not a year, but she started earning 6 figures a month in 2015 and continues to earn well over 6 figures a month now. So I think it's safe to say that whatever she knows, I need to know too. You know, she helped produce millionaires, not 100,000aires. I need you to catch this. She helped produce millionaires in the business, and she has so many 6-figure earners that are underneath her belt. She is a millionaire mom of 6 absolutely beautiful young women, and she is married to the awesome, the amazing Mr. Greg Scott for over 21 years. So I'm super fired up, super excited, and truly honored to be able to introduce Total Life Changes Executive Ambassador, none other than Mrs. Lanika Scott. Mrs. Scott, are you on the back line with us tonight?
Absolutely. I am on the line with my sisters. I tell you, it's just a beautiful thing when women can come together and connect, impart, and train masses. It warms my heart. You know, Candace, of course, you know, I shared with you last week when we were on the accountability call, and, you know, it was just such a blessing to hear you talking and just sharing and just pouring out. And even on that time, you got to understand that Candace came to the line with fire and training, you know, just ready to help one more person move forward in their business. And I reached out to her. I said, we've got to do something together. We have got to do something together. So I said, well, what? And so, you know, in my mind, I'm thinking, what can we do, like, in terms of targeted, right? Because I'm a woman of purpose. I do things very intentional. And so I thought about social media. And then Nina and I just so happened to be talking that same day just about some other things in business and her goals for business and you know, her records to millions. And I said, you know what, I just reached out to Candace, you know, well, come on, let's do a call together. I actually just reached out to Stanisha. I said, okay, sister, we want you on the next platform that we do, because obviously it is so hard and difficult to share a lot of what we know. And even the ladies today, you can hear them, you know, just, you know, it's like just talking so fast, because it's like we have so much to share. And you really have got to understand, even as an individual, a business owner, an entrepreneur, that, you know, 20 minutes, 25 minutes per person is just not enough time to really be able to dig deep, answer questions and things of that nature. So what we have already decided to do, we have already decided to do a webinar and screen share, but what we want is your feedback. Now, for all of the experienced internet marketers on this line, we're not going to be talking about email building, list building, and all of that kind of stuff. What we wanted to do is just connect with people who really is wanting to just start some kind of movement, but also consistent movement utilizing their social media pages. So, Candace, thank you so much for that warm introduction, honey. Thank you for pouring out. Nina, thank you so much. Just for putting up with us. I know, you know, for those of you on the line, especially for the women who does social media that are married and their husbands, they're going to put down that phone and they're like, wait a minute, one more pause, wait a minute, I got to get the pictures this way, angle it. No, that's not going to work. We got to do that one over. Thank you for just being patient with us throughout the process, because you are strategy. And one of the things that I've learned in this industry and as an entrepreneur is, if it has been done, then it can be done again. And something that a mentor that I'm now studying under the leadership, because I realize even in this game, you have to have someone to impart in you. Yeah, I've learned a lot. I've actually, you know, even after I looked at my followings, I could have, you know, produced way more followings throughout the years. There are times when I even pulled back just from being tired, because it's a business. Building on social media, you know, outside of your company, it's a business, okay? And you got to write that down. That's a business within itself, meaning it's going to take time and focused effort to make it work right, okay? And if you're getting success, just do more of it. But under the leadership of Sandy Krakowski, who she has been, I've just invested in her inner circle, and it has been so worth it. She said that if God told her, if you would teach my people what you have learned, then I will make you wealthy. And so you got to understand this, and this is how, even with me, though I didn't even realize what I was doing when I first got started on social media back in 2008. I didn't even realize some of those particular things, and I was doing it. So I want to say this: the more you learn, and then you start quickly teaching what you have learned, and you share what you have learned. You know, small things like, and there may be even people on the phone tonight that, you know, you've been masking links forever. Like, that's just elementary. But there's some people on this line that don't know how to do that as an internet marketer, as they're building their business on social media. So it could be something very small. And so to internet marketer that is very skilled, that have done those types of things, they may think it's so minute, but to someone who's just getting started, building themselves up on the internet, and then you start to teach what you've learned, there will always be people who don't know what you know. So you've got to keep that in mind, even as you're learning skills on social media and how to grow, and you're learning skills in business. Quickly start to implement, and then also start to teach, because what will happen is you will naturally create organic followers by doing that. And that is even something that I've literally watched Candace and Nina do. I have watched them do just that. And, of course, you know, the rest is history. I mean, you know, the proof is definitely in the pudding. So, you know, internet marketing posts. You know, one thing I wanted to knock out really quick, because we're obviously in a retail-focused business. Like, though, any type of result is going to sell. Results sale. So you may be in a place where you don't even know where to start at. Monica, Candace, Nina, where do I even start at? Results. Post your results first. Post people in your family results first. Post results. They will sell. Before and after pictures, they sell. Make sure that those before and after pictures, they look good. Like when you look at them, you say, oh, yeah, that one, that's a nice one. If you're thinking, ooh, that look kind of tacky, don't put it up. Because if you're even thinking it looks kind of tacky, then it does. So make sure even with your retailing posts that you are posting pictures that look really good. Post scales. Scales, they always draw attention. And then do that, making sure that you do a call to action. Also, like a recruiting post. Now, because of this time of the year, you have individuals that are, one, starting to send their children back to school. Two, they're looking for something else. You see the seasons, right? They're shifting. And many times, and we got to even, you know, even from a spiritual standpoint, when seasons tend to shift, other things start to shift with them, and even in business. So also, you have to understand that, too. This is a great time of the year to market in terms of now I'm marketing, and I know that even our company, we've been moving so focused to customer sales and retailing, but it's also a great time of the year to market from the perspective of recruiting, signing people up, gaining new business partners to your team, and things of that nature. Who's interested to make some extra money for Christmas? Imagine it, you know, imagine Christmas this year, you know, however many months you have left. Was it 4 months? I'm not sure. 5 months to Christmas, right? This is just an example post. Imagine, you know, 5 months. Here we are in December. During Christmas time, for those of you who celebrate Christmas time, and most of us do, having what your kids desired or your children's desire, or being able to help them with their, well, I can help you, all right? So just even things like that, putting up the money post. You know, in one of the home-based businesses that I was in, we would just say, if you would like to earn $1,000 a day, I can help you. Now, that's a bit much, right? I don't really think that should be, you know, tailor that down some. I'm just saying that that's what we did, $1,000 a week, $100 a day. People will start to be in your inbox even more. Candace hit on some of the days, and some of the days that I'm going to share with you and why they also work. Fridays, OMG. People start signing up like crazy on Fridays. It's something with, you know, going into the weekend. They're like, okay, I'm going to spend some money. I'm going to do something for myself. People are feeling good. So now if the sign-ups are typically a little higher on Fridays, then guess what? When are you following up? Wednesday and Thursday. Make sure that you're following up on those days. Guess what other days are really good for business? The calendar day. This is even outside of network marketing, MLM, multi-level marketing. The 30th, the 29th, the 30th, the 31st, the 1st. And guess what? Boom, 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 the 15th. Why? They're paydays, okay? So now you need to make sure that you're following up a day or two before those time periods with your people that have connected to you and reached out to you on social media. Early in the morning, also right before the people get to work, because oftentimes people will pick up their phones, you know, before they get out of the bed and start getting dressed and things of that nature. What's happening on social media? You know, did I miss anything from last night? They get up, bam, they've seen that you have been put up a post about making some money or even working from home, which is why I shared that post even a few hours ago. The work from home posts, believe it or not, it's 2016, they still work. People are going to be in your inbox. And make sure as you're in your inbox, even on Facebook, you are checking the filtered messages and the messages itself. You all, I cannot tell you how many people, sales, sign-ups that I've missed. People saying, I'm ready to join. Send me your link. Go to that message 2 months later, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me. So make sure if you're marketing, you're checking those messages. Now, you need to make sure you're right, not on your app, on your phone, but it's facebook.com, like on your computer, or you Googled it and signed in that way, and you'll see the messages accept or that filtered message, because you will miss a lot of people that are not on your friends list that may be following you for business. I've missed tons of signups that way. Tuesdays, for some reason, is a great day to also post your business. Also, and I've even discovered, too, Monday mornings, because people are getting up. They're like, oh, gosh, I got to go back to work. They're singing you off on the beach, living, dreaming. And that's why, like even going to Jamaica, for those of you who've already won, congratulations. But we want to make sure that you're posting those pictures to Jamaica. The first trip that I had won in the home-based business industry was 2009. And when I was on that trip, Nicole Cooper and I, who's also an internet marketer, we started out together in this industry with babies on our laps. We were posting so many pictures, and people was like, I'm ready to join when y'all get back off that cruise, because people want to also connect with people that are moving. So make sure that you are consistently showing movement on your page. You're going places. Another thing to do is to watch and study people that have gotten results. This is something that I did a lot. Now, here's the deal with this, because you don't want to be all over the place. After you have selected a few people, and also I want to say this, because this is something that we do not do enough as entrepreneurs, and you got to expand your mindset or your thinking. People even outside of your company, oh yeah, I said that as an executive ambassador and as a founding member, they are doing some other types of marketing that maybe the people in your company are not. So study other leaders outside of your company, but also in the same, in the same thing. So you definitely are staying in the same zone, the same area, the same arena, but study other people that is not directly even connected or attached to your particular company, but it's in the same thing, okay? Other people that are in direct sales, study them. How are they marketing? How are they branding? Other people that are in real estate, if that's what you're doing, how are they marketing? How are they branding themselves? You see what I'm saying? And you just pick a couple of them. Don't try to do it like a lot of people, because you're going to look like you're all over the place, for real. And that's why even with me, I've been very particular about who I would align myself with as someone that could effectively mentor me far past where I've already gotten, because I knew that the person that I needed to align with, they could mention Christ without hesitancy in their business. They will be free to operate as an entrepreneur in that vein, and that was the person that I knew I had to study. You see what I'm saying? So make sure that even when you are aligning yourself or studying different people in their marketing skills, it's someone that connects with you as well. You're like connected, right? And who are you? Nina and Bo Candace touched on this. Let me also give you something. This is huge. Like, who was I back in 2007, 2008, all right? I was a mom who wanted to have something to call my own. So that's who I talked to. So you have to learn how to talk to yourself. Talk to yourself via social media. Guess who have joined my business the most? Other stay-at-home moms, other moms who just wanted something to call their own. And you're going to find you don't reject or push other people. Like, for an example, if a stay-at-home dad came out, well, I can't say, well, you're not in my niche. I can't, No, you still embrace them you still connect, you still build with them, but most of the people that you're going to be attracted is yourself, okay? Which is why personal development is always key, even on social media, because people are going to still follow your energy on social media. The more you learn, the more you go higher, the more the caliber of people that you're going to attract. You see what I'm saying? It's going to also be on that level. And I'll just even give you an example, like Miss Denise Lee. We had already known each other in another company, had went to the top of this comp plan in another company, but it was still social media that got her attention as to what we were doing that allowed her to connect and say, wait a minute, I've got to get going. It was still a social media post that said, okay, now hold up. I am doing this thing, and she was able to generate a couple of $1 million in her business, right? Another thing that I have got to say, and I shared this today, you got to stay relevant. Think about MySpace. I love MySpace. That's how I started. Started on MySpace, connecting with other moms. We were called the motivated moms back then. That is when I learned, starting to learn how to market your lead capture page and send people to the video that will now create that process to now woo them. They find out what it was that I was doing, and then on the back end, I would have their information, phone number. You got to get the phone number, become a master at getting the phone number, because although you're on the internet, you still want to make sure you pick up the phone and call them. I was able to do the things that I've learned through MySpace, but here's the deal, even with MySpace, they didn't stay relevant enough, and Mark Zuckerberg did. And so even for him, study some of the things that they've done even over the years. Facebook is changing. Many times we get angry, upset, or mad even about the changes that are going on Facebook, but let me just tell you this, coming from a person that have generated wealth, and as I look at the level of wealth that he has also generated, which has been huge, right? And of course he has people with him, in the decisions and all of that. It is because he is staying relevant. So you've got to learn how to stay relevant, your name, your brand. You can't just take 5 weeks off of Facebook or social media marketing and think you got to continue to connect. If you do decide to say goodbye for a few, let your following know. Let them know. Even last week, somebody reached out to me. I wasn't active one day. I maybe put up a post, and then the whole day I went without saying it. People notice that, you all. They notice how active you are. Well, listen, get this. Mark Zuckerberg, Periscope came out. Live in, people hearting, all of that. It was real popular last year. He was like, oh, okay, let me make this live thing, go up another notch. Now y'all seeing a lot of people Facebook and live, right? You got to study Mark Zuckerberg. Study his mind. He also bought Instagram back in 2012, and that is one of the biggest regrets that I made. Started an Instagram page. I don't know, for some reason, just wasn't thinking. I don't know, I think even during that time we were going through, that's when we were just going through, still on the food stamps, which is why you got to get your mind right, because whatever you post on Facebook, social media, it comes from out of you. And so even when your mind ain't right, you can't be posting. You got to put down that phone if you're trying to build a business. So long story short, Facebook bought Instagram. Why? Because they saw the amount of activity that it was generating, where people love to connect with pictures. We love pictures. Throughout every training that I've ever done on social media, as I've traveled the world and done webinars and coaching calls and things of that nature, I always talk about pictures. Your pictures are so important. And I'm going to tell you something. If you've not yet ever done a professional picture, go and do that right now. As an entrepreneur, spend that money. Go out and sell some tea, some NutriBurst, something. Sell some of your shoes. I don't care what you got to sell. Go and do a professional picture. Now, even as you look at my profile, that's not a professional picture, right? Right. The one that I have up now, it is not a professional picture, but it's pretty cool. Black and white pictures do really well. But I'm saying this just from the standpoint of what people are going to like and how they're going to follow you, okay? Some of you all are not posting enough. Some of you are just posting too much. Now, when I first started this on social media, and this is how you got to understand how things change, I used to post 9 times a day. And what I would do is I'd segment it 3 But it's too much. It's too much right now. It's too much. But I'm just telling you what I used to do. And for those of you who are like kind of looking for some steps, I would do 3 personal, me, talking about the kids, talking about Greg, 3 business, and those were broken up into maybe targeting sales or even talking in enrollments, and then 3 inspirational, okay? So you may do 6, it could be 2, 2, and 2. And that's just like a little guideline. It is not where you have to do it exactly the way we're saying to do it, but it's just a guideline of what you can do because people are going to follow those. Motivate. The scriptures, they work very well. Why? Y'all, there's a lot of people that's out there hurting, people going through some stuff. They need people that's going to inspire them. Some of your pages is the only page that people have where they're seeing inspirational things from. They may be even going through some things in the home. You could connect with them. It could be a diamond in the rough, right? And so you have to even be up on it with that. Posting quotes, posting success quotes, posting motivations. It goes a long way. Connecting with people, letting them know who you are. But you have to connect back with people. This is something that I've done and I continue to do for years. When somebody reach out with me about about the business, when I'm in recruiting phase, now let me just say this, all right? Because a recruiter is somebody that can turn it on or off. A recruiter, and if you are on the line right now and you are a recruiter, you'll know what I'm talking about. And then for those of you who are like, I just acquire, I want to be a recruiter. A recruiter is somebody, they say that they're going to sign up 10 people this week, they're going to do it, right? So just when I am in recruiting zone mode and wanting to turn it on, then I make sure I am getting their phone number. So whenever people reach back out to you through social media, do not just send them your link, all right? The percentage of times where they are going to go to your link, walk through, sign up, or purchase is very slim, not unless you have already gotten a website that have been tested, the analytics are on fleek where it's walking somebody throughout a process. Most of the times you have to get their contact number, and this is how I've been able to sign up a lot of my people, and I'm quite sure Nina and Candace can say the same exact thing, that they've gotten a contact number, and getting that contact number, you can call them. Now, here's the thing with that. The sooner you call them, the higher chances you're going to be able to close them out with the product that you were marketing, all right, with the results that they're needing, or being able to sign them up in the business. Don't ever forget to ask for the sale or even ask for the time that they're going to purchase. Go even as far as to get all of the information and say, okay, when would you like me to process this card? You see what I'm saying? So even when you're doing that, there's a language. You're calling them. You're communicating them. You're finding out information about the person. Again, these are people that you're dealing with, not just the computer. But you have to make sure that you're connecting with. If you see something as an internet marketer that's working, like, let me just say this too. And even seasoned internet marketers, I want you to hear this now. Even seasoned internet marketers or people in marketing may not know if that particular post or something that they put out there is going to go through the roof. You got to understand that. So they put it out. So let me just put this in you. You put a post out there. It just get a lot of love, attentions, and shares. You do a Facebook Live, and you're like, good gracious, they just tearing this thing up. And then you start smiling. You got to start flipping that content. You want to make sure now you're doing videos about whatever that post was. You didn't wrote a blog post about the post. You didn't now made it took a picture of yourself with the Facebook post. So start to flip the content, okay? And the reason why I say that, because now it's going to start to target people different. Some people are just visual. Some people love to read. You see what I'm saying? But if it was something that really caught their eye and the public really like it, a lot of other people going to like it, all right? So make sure that you do that. That is so huge. Your fan page. We're not going to really talk about fan page. I'm learning a lot from Sandy and that, but you have to have one. Here's why, even with Facebook. Fan page, guess what? It gets into the Google search engine. So when like your personal pages do not. If somebody is typing something in there, like if they could have typed in like Black Enterprise Mom or something like that, then they may have found that in the Google search engines and through my Facebook fan page, okay? Because it would have already synced itself together. So do understand that and keep that in mind. Okay, I talked about results, start marketing results. This is, again, where you start from. You start marketing your personal results, and then you start marketing your team results, and then you give examples. And I know even in our industry, we've got to be very careful about income claims and making sure you put up the disclaimer and all of that. But there's nothing wrong to be so excited about somebody that you know, this stay-at-home mom that I've helped just earn $1,000. And if you put up a post and you say that with all of these exclamation points and you're so excited, people are going to be wondering, good gracious, how do you help somebody do that? I want to also do it the same. So make sure that you're doing that. You have to understand that even in social media, you got to let go of the fear of offending people. You're going to offend somebody. You're going to make mistakes. You're not going to do something right. All of the people that I've known and studied in social media, they horribly have messed up. Let me also share with you my testimony, okay? I was a girl who they said couldn't read, was behind. I authored a book. I get on Facebook. I post, jack up words spelled wrong. So all of the haters and the people that say, oh, that's so not intelligently pronounced or enunciated right, who gives a heck? I don't care. I will go in there. There's even times when my friend Danielle say, uh-oh, boo, you messed up a word. I'm saying, okay, let me go back and change it. This is my point. Either you're going to be free in it or either you're not. You cannot care about what time. It should not take you hours to just post one thing because you're like, oh, I'm scared about what somebody's going to say. So even as it pertains to social media, you got to let go of the fear. All right. Gosh, it is so much. Ask yourself these questions, too, when you post. Am I marketing to customers? Is your marketing to business builders? Are you marketing even to both? As you grow in your skill set with social media, you can even get skilled where you're marketing to both. For an example, if I'm marketing my business and even my product at the same time, let me share with you how I was able to, grace the stage last year. I ain't telling nobody my earnings this year. Woo! Grace the stage last year, having earned $2 million with these incredible products. So now I'm holding up the lifestyle check, plus I got my tea in my hand. Thinking about this, everybody that's connected with me are not in my business. Because a lot of times we tend to think that, well, I can't keep doing that because everybody that's on my friends list is still in the business. Well, if they are, too, we've got a problem. You got to start connecting with more people in different groups and things of that nature. What are some of your interests? What are some of the things that you like, okay? You see what I'm saying? Starting to connect. Now you can have the two-in-one type of post, right? And so that's what I would do a lot of. I would do, and this has not even been named, but I would do a lot of in your face, but not in your face, yet still humble and with grace marketing. I would do a lot of that. When we even got the car, we got my S550 that we weren't even intending to get, paid $118,000 cash with the car. When I did it was like, I got to put this baby out there, but let me put this baby out there so humble and with such grace, it's going to make people hit my inbox. And I'm not saying that you got to do that, all right, from that vein, but you still want to do it from such a way that when you are blessed with something because of your business, you cannot hide it. That's why you've got to make sure that you are free from the fear of what other people are going to think, because a lot of times people think it's bragging. There are times when we don't want to be posting anything on nothing, but we understand because this is something we have to continue to do. You see, y'all, it's like a river. It's like a river. You're continuing to impact. Write this down. Come on now, y'all. Write it down. It's like a river. You're continuing to impact. You're continuing to make noise. You're continuing to show movement. You're continuing to show other people that I can be a successful by way of the internet. You see what I'm saying? So you're continuing. So, but people may think that you're bragging, but you're not. Even when you're doing a lot of the lifestyle posts. Let me share with you another things that get a whole lot of likes also and engagement. And here's a little trick. And I saw an internet marketer, Lord knows, Candace, I'm not mentioning his name. You might be laughing when you hear this today. And I said, oh, my God, this is something that I did. This is something that he did today, and he's earned a lot of money in internet marketing and even in social life changes. But you can go back and hit that like button. Remember I said if you see something that's working, getting a lot of engagement, you're like, wow, they really like that. Unlike it and like it again. Maybe do it a next day or 2 days later, or maybe, next week, and it'll go back into the news feed, right? People love food posts, right? You're going to get more people liking your food posts than, anything else, recipes. So now that's the time to connect. This, when I'm like, okay, my market is moms, my target is moms, I'm going to talk to moms. Moms, what kind of meals do you make for your children? It doesn't take a lot of time. Let's share some recipes. Guess what? I'm meeting new moms. They love couple posts, whether you're married or you're not. People just love that. They love family posts. People love that. They love lifestyle posts. Now, believe it or not, now I'm going to say this is, depending upon what level you're at in terms of your business, this is kind of, I don't know, a catch-22. But I put it down in my notes, and I'm going to share it with you. People love money posts. Now, some internet marketers will say, don't you dare put it up, because here's the deal, and I got to give it to you like I've learned, because I've done some money posts in my history, in my career. I mean, when you just showing, how you've earned, $200, $300, $500 extra dollars selling some products, and now people are interested. They're like, woo, what is that? But you can also start attracting, broke people, right? Start attracting some people that you don't want to attract. So make sure, even with that, if it's something that you're doing, getting started, it's okay, but don't do it a lot. But I'm saying people love those types of posts. Always do a call to action. When you're strategically marketing and in a video, some kind of call to action. You don't have to do a hard call to action where you're saying, okay, go to my page right now and purchase my product, but some kind of call to action. Reach out to me now, message me now, some kind of call to action. What I need you to do, I need you to comment below and say this. When we do that, it's for a reason, and it's also for a purpose, okay? Learn how to win people loyalty. As Candace was talking earlier, one of the things that I've learned, when you inspire a lot of people, you encourage, you motivate a lot of people, they feel connected to you, but you can also win their loyalty. And when you win somebody's loyalty, you will get the credit card number and the expiration date and the 3-digit code, okay? Your energy will fail. I don't care if you're online, because when you post the same post that you were operating in, when you post, it's going to come out. If you're sad and you're mad and you're depressed and you're angry, you're frustrated, mad at the dog, and kick the cat 5 times, when you post, people will feel it. When you're excited and you post, they're going to feel it. When you just saying, oh, I love y'all, they're going to feel it, okay? Understand this. It's social media, but also an energy that comes behind each post that you make. All right. Wow, it's so much that I can share. I've still got notes for days. But here's the thing. If you are already doing something, as I bring this to a close, if you're already doing something that is working, don't break. What is it? Don't fix. What is it? What's the statement? Don't. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, or something like that, right? If it is working, baby, you keep on working that thing. Now, here's the thing too. Do more of it. Okay, and even if you got to start outsourcing, getting other pages and things like that, just do more of it. Learn how to strengthen your strength. Write that down. Learn how to strengthen your strength. So the posts that did really good, how do you know? Why did they go good? Why did the people like them? What was their reaction? Okay, learn how to strengthen your strength. Continue to show movement. And I'll tell you, we definitely have so much that we could have talked about and also hit on. I think I went, Lord knows, way over the time that was allotted for me. Guys, it's so much we want to do and share also with you in the business. Now, here's the thing. Notice how we really didn't talk a whole lot about product. I wanted to marinate because it's about branding you. And when you brand yourself, no matter what you're in, people will purchase from you. The good thing about those of us that are in Total Life Changes, we have products that work and that will sell, and a compensation plan. I mean, come on now. that is just so lucrative that at least you have a good product where you know you can go to bed at night and you can sleep so peacefully. The sad thing with a lot of marketers right now, what I see, and it just rips my heart apart, I see people just selling nothing. And God knows you got to understand, I'm not being petty when I go here with my posts, and many of you know what I'm talking about. But I'm even, just seeing these online scams, just buy this, and it's nothing. It's nothing. And I've even have been a part of different things. When I look back, I said, wow, my name, my brand was attached to that. Okay. So even in that, make sure that your name and your brand, even for those of you who are not even a part of the business, your brand and your name is everything. The Bible speaks to us about our name, And so your brand and your name, that's what's going to build your business. So even through everything that we've shared, the common thread from all three of us is that. And the more you develop yourself personally, the more it will show on your social media, because you cannot put out what is not on the inside of you. And if you're being real, even Candace said something, I said, wow. She said, this is Facebook, right? Not Facebook, right? Then you're putting out what's already is in there. So continue to grow personally, and your check in your bank account will continue to grow personally. And these diamonds, they will be so connected with you and want to do business with you. Now, we're going to be doing a webinar very soon. I don't have the information. We want to hear from you. What is it that you want us to touch on, talk on, teach on, right? Hashtag that and social media sniper. Again, we spent exactly an hour and 23 minutes, and I know it's 9:25, but we started right at like 8:03. We spent like about an hour and 23 minutes with you all. God bless each and every one of you. To my sisters, Lord, Nina, oh, Candace, I love y'all. Thanks so much. And to our husbands, thanks so much just for, putting up with our social media obsession and have built these businesses online. The recording will be available tonight, so we're going to post that. You all have a blessed night. Bye-bye.
Your conference recording has stopped.